I'm in here editing, watching a vlog as I edit. Nothing really I want to talk about or share. Okay, I could talk about my life, I guess. Yeah, no. Yeah, yesterday was cool. I'm taking him to the doctor this morning. See, I've got some schoolwork that I need to do as well. And then I'm going to dinner. That's gonna be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I am really in this space of like giving friendship another shot. There are 3 connections locally that I'm investing into. And they all look so different. That's something we'll unpack later. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I got some planning that I need to do for YouTube. That really is the thing. Well, planning and editing, filming is no problem, but the planning and the editing, that right there, that's where the time goes in, which of course you need to plan, you need to prepare, you need to edit, you know what I mean, to produce. But God, I'm watching Jay Godbolt's vlog. I'm 41 minutes in. 41 minutes, Lord have mercy, the thing ain't that long. 41 seconds in, okay? I'm trying to vlog and actually talk about something. But she did a video sharing how she was obedient to God and God blessed her for her obedience in a way that she wasn't even expecting, like didn't even see at the time was even possible for real. I'm only 41 seconds in. I saw a clip that she put on Instagram. I know what it's about, but I haven't watched the whole 21 minutes of it. But she's basically saying how God told her to dedicate herself, her life, her platform to him, and he would bless it. And at the time she was very like kind of fearful or anxious or worried because she had never done that before. And I'm remembering how in April of 2022, I was terminated from the job that I was working, and I really enjoyed that job. Most money I ever made from a job, from employment. But I was working really hard to establish myself there, and I didn't even make it a year before they terminated me. And to me, it was an unfair termination. I remember being so hurt. I cried a bit. It was literally the day that something that I had prayed about, God answered that prayer the same day. I remember like affirming myself in faith, like I trust God's plan, God is faithful, I was saying all the things, but in my mind I was like, what? Now I haven't worked since then. I did a little DoorDash here, do a little bit of hair, and I've been wanting to take content creation and YouTube way more serious. If I'm being honest, I didn't dedicate myself the way I could have or should have during these almost 3 years that I've had, but I have devoted myself to my son, and I have devoted myself to my family, and I have devoted myself to my mental health. And God has shown up and blessed my family despite me not working, you know what I mean? Like me being obedient to steward this season of my life, to steward what I have in my hands. Oh, I've turned the camera on because I was thinking about the fact that for Jade, it was so difficult for her to make the transition from, I don't want to say worldly, but maybe like vanity to Christ, right? To virtue, from vanity to virtue. It was so hard for her to do that, right? But, well, let me not say so hard because I haven't even watched the whole thing. But she had to make that transition from vanity to virtue. And I see where oftentimes it is a struggle for people to make that shift. Oh, I can't post about makeup and hair and fashion anymore. I have to post about God and the Bible and being a Christian and faith. It's humbling to realize that the stuff that we're tripping up about, the stuff that we're feeling like, oh my gosh, I can't talk about this, I can't share this, what are people gonna think, people are gonna judge me. This isn't giving courageous. This isn't giving faith-filled. This isn't giving strong in faith, mighty warrior, you know, warrior woman. This isn't giving, like, right? When in all actuality, we are all on a journey. It just looks different for everybody. We all have our challenges. It just looks different for everybody. Salvation is a journey. Virtue is a journey. We don't get it right immediately. You know what I mean? And I'm also learning to give myself grace. I'm also learning to give myself grace and let myself be human. Stop expecting perfection of yourself, even in regards to your spiritual journey, your salvation journey, your faith journey. Like, let yourself be human. Point blank period. There's so much freedom in just letting it be, you know, not striving for this perfection. Yeah, so I'm gonna finish watching this.
That is simply a symptom of what he's done, of what I've been able to do with him, what I'm doing with him, what is active, what is producing. Like, that money is not the goal.
My son has blessed me with time. Okay, I've been able to edit. And I know that now that I've spoken on it, things are about to change. I was editing just now and I said, girl, you funny. I am proud of myself for just letting just being me, just letting myself be me on camera. You know what I mean? Like, just turning the camera on and just talking and just letting it flow, letting Arnesia show. Okay, we got some bars this morning. Calm down, calm down. But yeah, I'm proud of myself, man. And what I was editing just now, I'm like, dang, this is really good. I don't even remember recording it for real, but obviously I did it because it's there, right? But yeah, I'm gonna get back to editing so I can get this video exported and potentially posted very soon. So there's that. I'm real chatty today, apparently. I'm reflecting on how I used to feel so like, oh, but I don't fit in with what everybody else is doing. Like, my content doesn't look like theirs. Maybe I should adjust it so that I can fit in, right? And that's something that I dealt with when I was younger. I don't think I expected to deal with it in my adult life, especially in regards to this. Two things. One, having a child who is on the spectrum, who is so different, so unique, who is extraordinary. And I'm learning so much about him and dealing with my own childhood issues, right? So that I don't project them onto him. I am realizing that, like, we're not supposed to be the same. We're not supposed to all look alike, act alike, do everything the same way. And it doesn't make you less than just because you don't fit in with everybody else, you know? Quite frankly, if you stand out, that's such a beautiful thing. In a world where all the females want to look alike with the hair, the makeup, the nails, the BBLs, you know what I'm saying? The fashion, like, everybody wants to look alike, but you're not, like, it's okay if you don't look like them. But then secondly, with my faith, and the more that, like, I'm healing with the Lord, amen, he just continues to remind me that, like, I didn't make you to fit in the first place. So why are you trying to be something you're not? I've never made you to fit in. You're not supposed to fit in. So stop trying. Stop thinking that you need to, because you're not supposed to. Rest in how I made you. Rest in how I have created you. Is that not good enough? I'm not saying I'm 100% there. I do be having to check my heart, search my heart, check myself, check my perspectives, right? But I'm acknowledging my growth. And perhaps people need to see you living the beautiful life that you are living, though it may be ordinary, though it may not look like everybody else's. It can probably encourage someone else to be content with their portion, to let their life be beautiful for what it is. My son is up now, guys. So I have to be a mom. Come with me to be a mommy. Hi, good morning. And the kitchen is a mess, guys. You see it? We're gonna clean it up until the SD card runs out of space. Hey, you gotta clean too. Come on.
That again, that's Crystal Aiken.
So he is out of school for the rest of the week, just to make sure that if he doesn't have the flu, he doesn't catch the flu. She said that they've been seeing a lot of people from his school and they're having the flu. So we got medication for the ear infection. Cool. So him being out of school for the rest of the week is a good thing because he's gonna be on antibiotics. Yo, if your kid is sick, dog, let him stay home. Don't send him to school. Yeah, you agree, huh? If your kid is sick, I understand y'all might not want to deal with your kids, but please think about other people instead of just thinking about yourself. You never know how a sickness is going to affect a child.
No, it's okay. Thank you. Have a good one.
Hey y'all, what's up? We are all done at therapy. I did not check in before because we were late. I did give y'all a little bit of the concert from this morning, okay? We was on TLC this morning, honey. We are now headed to my mother's house. I left my headphones at home rushing out that door this morning. When I tell you there is no pain like that. But it's good because number one, I ran into a speech therapist from my old job, and I was able to talk with her because I had been wanting to get him into try out a different speech therapy. So I ran into her, so I chatted with her. If I had my headphones in, I wasn't gonna talk. But then also, a young lady that I had spoken with before the holidays, we kind of connected a little bit, but we didn't dive into conversation. We actually dove into conversation today, and it was really good. And I can see where me leaving my headphones at home forced me to connect with people. That's not my strong suit. Connection in person, not my strong suit. I'll text you all day long. Don't call me, send me a voice note, but I'll text you all day long. Okay? Maybe even a little FaceTime from every now and then. But connection, community, conversation, not my strong suits. It's interesting because I be talking to a camera, right? But ain't nobody here. All right, drop off went good. I'm going back home to get some stuff done at my computer. What's up, chat? We are back home. It's just me and Lady. I've got some stuff to do at my computer, but first we need caffeine. Yes, we do. I also have to run to a seamstress. I have some pants that I need hemmed. I got some editing to do. I got some planning that I need to do as well. I got these ideas in my head that I want to execute this year, and in order to do that, I need a plan. Those who fail to plan to fail, right? So need to get it done. My uncle said that he heard my granddad say that to him some years ago. That was my first time ever hearing that. I had heard it again since then on TikTok, but I'm gonna say my granddaddy said it, okay? Yeah, man, we about to get it done. Oh, the camera dying anyway, so I gotta stop talking. I gotta close my mouth. That camera said, girl, stop talking and do your job. Stop talking and get to work. The closer I get to God, the more I read my Bible, the more I pray, the more I study the word and all of the things, the more I am humbled. Like, it is, I'm shocked at, you know, all the ways that I've changed and I've grown, all the ways that my perspectives have shifted. I'm grateful for it. Often amazed to see just how much I have changed. 2014 was when I first heard the Lord speak to me. I was living with a then boyfriend, and everything that I had started building was beginning to crumble. I felt so lost. I felt like a failure. I remember hearing the voice of God tell me, you need to go home. I also knew that wasn't me because I was fighting so hard to almost prove to my mom that I could make my own decisions, and that the decision that I had made with that boy, with that job, with that path was a good decision. which was why I was so hurt, because the decision that I made was failing, right? And now I had to face my mom. But that was the first time I had ever heard the voice of God speak to me. He said, you need to go back home. You need to go home. The other day, Sunday, I was leaving the gym and I was listening to a song. I can't remember what the song was. Oh, I was listening to Psalmist Rain. The song mentioned that the Lord fights for you. He fights for you, and you need only to be still. And I just finished a deep dive into Exodus chapters like 13, 14, 15, I think 16, about the Exodus, about the Israelites in the wilderness. And that first encounter that they had after they were leaving Egypt, when the Lord parted the Red Sea, that was the Lord fighting for them, right? I have seen that story particularly used to illustrate that God will avenge you against your enemies, that God is fighting for you, right? He's fighting for you. He's fighting to avenge you. He's fighting on your behalf in regards to your enemy. And I think that we find comfort in that when we're dealing with people betraying us, abandoning us, you know what I mean? We take abandonment and betrayal so personal. And I'm not saying that it's never personal. I'm just saying that we take it very personal. That person was never supposed to do that to me. So if they do that, it's personal, right? Because of how it's affecting me. And because I see it as personal because of how it's affecting me, I also see their reasoning behind it as personal. I say that they were my enemy. I say that they never liked me. They never loved me. All the things, right? They've been against me. And so the Lord will fight for me against them. He will pay them back that which they are owed because of what they've done to me. But on Sunday, this right here crossed my mind. The Lord fighting for you isn't about being avenged against the enemies. It's about the Lord fighting a battle for you that you could never win if you tried. That's why surrender is so important. It's an act of strength, faith, and trust, not one of weakness or idleness. So when it said the Lord is fighting for you, right? We try in our strength not only to avenge ourselves against people, but we try in our own strength, honestly, in a nutshell, to have it all figured out. When we look at the Israelites wandering through the wilderness, they said, what are we going to drink? What are we going to eat? How are we going to get to where we're going? Where are we going? They're trying all of these questions. At the basis of all the questions is them trying to figure it out. And when we look at ourselves, we do spend a decent amount of our time trying to figure it out, trying to figure out our life, trying to figure out where our lives are going, trying to figure out what we should be doing, trying to figure out how to do all of the things. In a way, it is hustling, right? Not hustling like standing on the corner, you know what I mean? But it is hustle, like hustle and bustle, like constantly going. And I think that's one reason why waiting on God is so hard for us. Trusting God is so hard for us. Having faith in God is so hard for us. And we don't spend enough time learning or affirming or reminding ourselves that the whole figuring it out, that control factor, that's a battle we can never win no matter how much we try. You will never have it all figured out. All right, picked up this curry sauce. Yeah, I got dishes to wash. I got food to cook. Hey.
All this talk is...
What's up, chat? Y'all see me. So we've already been to dinner. We are home now. I am home now. But I wanted to check in really quickly because once I get in here, I'm in full mommy mode. It was a really good dinner. We talked the entire time. So I know that going to Denver is going to be amazing. I know we're going to laugh a lot. And we get each other. Like, it's almost like we're the same person, which is interesting. I opened up tonight in a way that I don't usually open up. But I also feel safe. I was telling her, like, because of some things that I experienced in friendship, it has scared me and scarred me to open up to people, and like build friendships again, but also to like welcome people into my life. And she got it. She understood. That was really nice. So while I was riding home, I was just reflecting on the conversation that we had. Lots of laughs, okay? Lots of laughs. I'm just very, very grateful that she's in my life. And also, I'm really glad that I decided to give friendship another shot. So there's that. I might expand on this again to like some more tomorrow. Probably won't. But I'm home now, and I know my son is still up, so I know he waited for his mama. Okay, so I'm gonna get in here and be a mom, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow. What's up, chat? Listen, I said we were gonna work on closing out vlogs. We're still working on that. So here I am closing out the vlog. So if you made it this far, you already know what I was talking about. My vlogging journey. When I lost my job a few years ago, it's been some years now, okay? What, this is year 4? No, this is year 3. So when I lost my job a few years ago, and how my faith was built on the other side of that. And then I started talking about the pho date with Shantae, and I kind of sort of started to talk about friendships a little bit, I think. But you're gonna get that tangent in the next vlog. You're gonna get that tangent in the next vlog. I feel like this vlog as a whole addressed every area. Like I feel like every topic for this vlog like correlates with each other. So like embracing change, the unknowns, trusting God, following God, you know what I mean? Being set apart, and how that how being set apart plays in your life, and how there's some unknowns to that, but you just gotta follow God and trust God, and like he will fight for you, you know what I mean? Now that he will fight for you part, I sat with that one for a second, because it's some things that I'm still fighting on my own. But yeah, nothing crazy. This vlog is the longest vlog so far, but I'm sure that the Denver vlog is gonna be even longer. We'll see. Anyway, not too much. Thank y'all so much for your support. Thank you for watching and tuning in, and thank you for coming along the journey. Catch you in the next one.